Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are having one more new topic. So today I will explain basic folder structure of Angular and bootstrapping process, how Angular works behind the scene. Let's quickly open my Visual Studio and we have opened our demo folder. If you don't see our previous tutorial, you can go back and watch it there, how to add a folder here. So I'll explain each folder and files, why and for what we are having here. So we have 3 folder and some files here. So I'll go one by one. So E2E, it contains files related to end-to-end testing. Then we are having node modules, or this contains all Angular related core and other packages on which project will depends. Next, SRC, this is our source directory. We are going to code inside this directory. This is the main working folder. Then this config, editor config, it's a configuration file for editor. Git ignore, if you want to ignore anything, don't want to push in Git, so we can put over here. Then angular.json, this related to Angular settings to run the project. Package.json, these 2 files we have created as we are running Docker. So we have created these 2 files. These 2 files doesn't come with Angular built-in things. Next, package.json contains all our information, those we are going to use in all our packages we are going to use in our projects. Readme is a simple file for initial instruction. If you commit this project to Git, then we can see some initial instruction like how to install, how to do the other thing, right? tsconfig, it's a TypeScript related config. Then tslint, default tslint. If you have need out, I will explain in more detail. Let's go back to src folder. We are having, this is the main working directory for our application. App asset environment. Asset contains JS, CSS, and if we are having any font file, those things. Environment contains settings for different environments. Suppose we are working in local, so we are having local environment. If we are working in live, then we will have live environment. Why we have 2 things, or we can have multiple also, because our local setup and live setup may not be same, right? That's why we have created 2 things here. You can create multiple things also. For user acceptance, you can create another config also over there, right? Favicon, one small icon will come in top left browser tab, and index.html is the main file. This will come fast. Then karma.com, this is a unit test runner file. Main.ts, this will be entry point to our Angular application. I will explain. Then polyfill, it's used for running in older browser or in modern browser. Style.ts, Cuba style. Test.ts, it's main file for our all unit test case config. tsconfig, it's application wise TypeScript config. It's application wise unit test config. .spec, tslint as well lint config. Okay. Next, I will explain Angular bootstrap process. If you open index.html, see, we are having only HTML tags, right? So then how Angular know how to, where to insert and what to insert, right? Let me explain Angular bootstrap process. What is bootstrapping? First question. Bootstrapping is a technique of initializing or loading our Angular applications. Angular takes the following steps to load our first view. So let me type one by one. Index.html. Okay. Then Angular third parties or other packages, Angular core and third party packages. Then it will load main.ts, then root module, then root component, then template related to component, root component template, right? Index.html load fast, as we told here, index.html load, but there is no JavaScript file, only plain HTML is there. Then how Angular know where to load? To find out, let's do ng build here. It's building, right? Then it has created 2-3 files here. We'll go to there. So once you put a build, this directory will come. Inside this directory we are having some set of files, right? So I'll explain one by one. First, runtime.js. This is a file generated by Webpack. Okay. So next, polyfill.js. Polyfill scripts for supporting the variety of latest modern browsers. Style.js contains the global style rules bundle as JavaScript file. Okay. Then vendor.js contains the script from the Angular core library and any other third-party library. Okay. Then main.js, that all our application code inside app folder will be bundled into one file, one big file, main.js. These files are added by Webpack module loader. So what is the Webpack then? So we can say Webpack is nothing, it's a bundler. It scans our application by looking for JavaScript files and merges them into one big files. As well, also Webpack has ability to bundle any kind of files like JavaScript, CSS, SAS, LESS, images, HTML and fonts. So when index.html loaded, we will open that. Inside this index.html we can see, right? So we have loaded this JS file now, right? And when this file loads, Angular core libraries third party is loaded. Now Angular need to locate the entry point where it should entry. Application entry point. The entry point of application is main.ts. If you open that file, it should be here. This will be the entry point. So where we get this will be entry point that is defined in angular.json file. If you open here see main equal to this, that means the entry point will be this. Okay, so let's go back to here. Okay, so we are in main.ts file. The following file is like this. We import a platform browser dynamic module from the library Angular platform browser dynamic. What is platform dynamic? Platform dynamic is a module which is responsible for loading the Angular application in desktop browser. The application can be bootstrapped in many ways and in many platforms. For example, we can load our application in desktop browser or in a mobile device with iconic or native script. Then we have imported our app module. Okay, the app module is the root module of the app. Angular applications are organized as modules. Every application built in Angular must have at least one module. The module which is loaded first when the application loaded is called a root module. That means for us root module will be app module, but you can change that thing in main.ts. Okay, then we use some environment. I told some environment settings from environment folder. Then if it's production, then enable production while calling. Then this line the main line. What is doing here now? We are bootstrapping our app module. Okay, so let's open app module.ts, src app module. Okay, here we are importing two modules here, ng module from core package and flatten browser module for browser redirecting stuffs. So we are decorated with ng modules. Okay, and we are having some metadata. So then what is a module first? Module is nothing, a class decorated with ng module decorated function, this one, which contains set of metadata which provides more information to Angular how to load Angular classes. So in Angular all are classes, so how it should distinguish which one is module, which one is component. So what it will do now, it has set of metadata. So from this metadata it can know this, yes, this is a module, or yes, this is a component, like this. Okay, so we are having some set of metadata. Declarations. Declaration contains component, pipe and directive. All the component, pipe, directive, it should goes under declaration arrays. Imports. If we are having a dependency with other modules, then you need to import it here. Okay, then providers. Providers are the services. So if we have any services, you need to import it here. So we'll discuss those things in detail in our next upcoming tutorial. Okay, then Angular reads Bootstrap. What it will do, it will read a component. So let's quickly open a component. Yes, open. So here our component, similar like Angular module, we are having here other component decorator function. As I already told, how Angular know this is a component or this is a module based on this decorator function, and how to load based on this metadata. Okay, so here we are having three metadata: selector, template URL, style URLs. So we'll discuss those things in later. Upload, it will select the upload, where to insert. Okay, we have a title, and if you open app.html, this is like this. Okay, so finally we arrive at add component, which is the root component of app module. The code of app component, you can see it here. Okay, now we have a clear idea how Angular loads, or you can say how Angular bootstrap the processes, right? Let's go back to our here, refresh, it's coming, right? So what we'll do, let's do some changes in component.html. We'll just put this thing, just put a div, gone, everything gone. Okay, so in this tutorial we have learned Angular basic folder structure and how the bootstrapping process is going on inside Angular thing. Okay, in my next tutorial I will explain the basic component, that we can say basic building block of components. So we'll start with component. Okay, so till then, bye bye, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like button in my channel. Thank you.